Show, time for bad takes. Jay has 2 takes this segment for you guys to enlighten you, and I've heard them off the air, and they are pathetic and bad. And as we said in the Bossman Show, bad takes beget even worse takes. And I'm trying for Jay to give you 2 takes that are going to beget a worse take from somebody we know and love on the Bossman Show. Jay, it's on you.
Yes, this is out of Oklahoma. An accused car thief was also carrying a rattlesnake and uranium. Police in Oklahoma say they found a rattlesnake, a canister of radioactive powdered uranium, and an open bottle of Kentucky Deluxe whiskey during a traffic stop of a vehicle that had been reported stolen.
Wow. So you're rocking with a poisonous snake and uranium, which you make a nuclear weapon with. What?
Pretty much.
A pathetic take and combination. What's next? You have meth too. You have an alligator, a dog in the car. I mean, like, come on. You have that. You gotta be making a meth lab next or something, right?
Sounds like it. I don't know why this guy decided to have these things on him. And it also says that the police also found a gun on him in his console. And a terrarium in the backseat containing a pet timber rattlesnake.
Why does man got all these weird snakes?
I don't know.
I mean, okay, this is another take I have. Snakes aren't pets you can have. I mean, they do nothing to help you. And you remember back in the 90s, they had them signs, house protected by snake. That's such a bad take because a snake ain't protecting your house for you. A snake protects themselves. And a snake, like most animals, will turn on you. The sucker that feeds it, it will turn on you. And I never got those signs. I will see house protected by a snake. I don't see them anymore at Lowe's. I don't see them anymore at Lowe's when I go in Lowe's. But I don't know why you want your house protected by a snake back in the 90s. You remember those signs people have out front of their house? You remember those signs?
I honestly didn't see those signs, beware of snake or house protected by snake. I mean, the most common one I would see is beware of dog, which I still see to this day.
You do?
Yep.
I haven't saw one of those in years. Yeah, I'm just not understanding having snakes as a pet. I don't get gerbils or hamsters either as pets. Why? Or ferrets. I don't understand those things. And I don't understand why you're carrying them in your car either. With heat and a nuclear weapon ingredient. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I also don't get how snakes are good pets either. I don't judge anybody who has pet snakes. I just don't see the benefit of them. Like, they're not cute and cuddly. Like, at least, somebody has a dog or something, they can pet the dog.
Yes, they show affection back to you. A dog can somewhat interact with you to a degree. But a snake...
Yeah, and dogs usually don't turn on their owners. Like, once the owner's treating them good, they're feeding them and stuff like that, they're usually going to have some sense of bonding with the owner.
Yeah, but a snake, you can't pet a snake. It doesn't show you any emotion. It just... Like, that's all it does. How's that something I want? Crawling on my floor and messed up my good hardwood floor of my carpet. Why? And furthermore, while I want it in my car, so it can come choke me while I'm driving.
I know, right? Or bite you or something. Or strike you.
That's a terrible take, my man, whoever you are. Like, what are you doing? Goodness gracious. In Oklahoma? That would surprise me. But just like, that's just terrible on so many levels. So many levels is bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad there. So yeah, he needs to jump in the nearest ocean or river or something and kill himself, obviously. Now, what else? I
agree.
Now, what else do you have that's gonna beget something even worse than what I just heard from this guy?
A man who was arrested in Spain had cocaine under his toupee. A Colombian man was detained at Barcelona's international airport after half a kilo of cocaine was found hidden under his oversized toupee. He was arriving on a flight from Bogota, and the man attracted police attention as he looked nervous, and he had a disproportionately large hairpiece under his head. They found a package stuck to his head with about 30,000 euros, which is $34,000 of cocaine.
Wow. My man, you gotta be more discreet. Hide it in your junk. You know?
Yeah, that would have made more sense, but a toupee, though, and then it's, like, overly sized, like, it doesn't, like, look right, and he thought he wouldn't get caught.
And he's sweating and nervous, too. Like, oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It might catch me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Like, my man, you can't be that jittery when you're trying to commit a crime, my man.
Yeah. Like, that just breeds attention.
When you commit the crime, my man, you gotta look like, you know, you fit in, you're normal. You know, you can't look like you're about to piss your pants or crap your pants. Or you have an oversized toupee. See, criminals screw themselves by doing the most. You have to look as normal as possible if you're committing a crime. You can't look like you're up to something. You know, I don't understand what he was thinking. On a cross-continental flight, how do you get on a plane in Bogota, Colombia?
I don't know. They probably weren't as, I guess, proactive or as attentive.
I'm trying to think. I mean, is that when you go to the private plane, or do you land on an island and boat in? I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't understand. You know, in a toupee, like, my man. And it probably didn't match his real hair, probably. You know how I say you have like jet black mustache and some blonde toupee, like, that looks so, like, nah, bruh. Like, that looks weird, you know?
Yeah, it does.
Like, you have to match up your scheme, your outfit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't get this guy, man. I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, and that take is pretty bad. I mean, whoever sent him on this mission, they're playing this out very well.
Yeah, they did not plan that out accordingly.
Like, you should have put it like in your carry-on bag or something. Something like that, where you can feign like, I didn't know it was in there. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You have that out. I didn't know it was in there. I didn't know. You know, that could be a legitimate excuse. You maybe then plead down on something if you get caught. But if it's tapped to your head, they know you had intent. It's like, man, like, really? Jay, this one's pretty bad too, Jay. It's pretty bad here. Pretty bad. So, these two takes were pretty bad, but I got something for y'all. It's gonna blow your mind here real soon. So, stick with us on the Bossman Show. We just getting started here. Bad takes. We doing it big. Check us out at bossmanshow.com.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our Teen Driver Safety Program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our Teen Driver Safety Program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.
All right, folks. Back on the Bossman Show. More bad takes for you. Folks, you all know, and Jay knows, we have a loyal fan who constantly provides us with content for the show. Alvin is at it again, Jay. Yesterday he called me and texted me with these takes, And I'm going to tell you about probably one of the worst things I've heard in my life from Alvin. That's how it goes. One of Alvin's kids needs a, quote, protractor for geometry for school. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He sent me a text before he went to where he went. He said, boss, I need some help trying to buy two supplies, like pliers to artists. 2 supplies. Not school supplies, but 2 supplies. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
He went to Lowe's. Of all places. Not Staples, not Office Depot, not Office Max. My man went to Lowe's trying to buy a protractor, like an actual tractor, not the instrument for geometry, but the actual protractor. And
wow,
he called me because the Lowe's manager threw him out of the store for being the ignoramus on the phone. He couldn't believe what he was hearing from this man. He threw him out of the store and had to call the police on him as well and threw him out of the store.
Yeah, I don't see how you get a protractor for school supplies for a child's math class and turn that into going to Lowe's to actually get an actual protractor tool. Like, why would the child need a protractor tool for school, for class?
Like, this man tried to buy a tractor. And he said, boss, I had the paper with the tool supplies on it. And I showed it to him. He looked at me like, what do you mean, sir? I want a protractor.
I would have did the same thing.
I want a protractor. Whatever that was, I needed one. And I knew that Lowe's had them. You knew the quote. Lowe's had them. I'm like, Alvin, there's something called a protractor and an actual protractor, okay? 2 different things, Alvin. I have to say, nah, boss, the same thing, ain't it? No!
No, it's not the same thing.
Oh, God.
They're not even in the same category at all.
How does my man mix up a geometry instrument for an actual tractor that you cut weeds and shrubbery with? How?
I still don't get it either, but we're also talking about the same person who thought that you were a pharmacy and also a shipping place.
Exactly. And once again, he rode the bus an hour to make this bad take. So, this is another part of the take that throws me off. So if you're Alvin, you ride the bus to get this, quote, protractor, you can't put it on the bus. So how are you going to get it to where you live at?
That's a good question.
Think about that part of the take.
That's true. What was he going to do? Like, just put it on the bus? I mean, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, God. See what I'm talking about? How his takes are... there are so many layers to his bad takes. It's not even funny.
He probably would have called you, thinking that you're Uber or taxi or something, to go and deliver it to his house. That's probably what he would have did.
Probably so. Hey, let me call. He sure called you, threw him out. He sure called me so fast. So, yeah. Jay, that's up there for Alvin. That's pretty bad. Like, you're trying to purchase a tractor from Lowe's for a kid's geometry class.
What a shame.
That's pretty bad.
Very bad.
I can't sugarcoat that. That's horrible. When I tell you, when he called me, I wanted to curse him so bad, but I was in shock at what I just heard.
Yeah, you still had to process it first.
What? You did what? Yeah, boss. I mean, trying to get tool supplies, boss. You know, he said he need a protractor. Lowe's got them, boss. I know they do. I remember that.
Wow. This is insane.
So, yeah, that was that was yesterday's take from Alvin, and I was sitting in my office just shaking my head. Hoping he didn't come by my office, and thank God he didn't. But usually he would have came by. Thank God maybe he was so flustered about what happened he went home. Thankfully, I hope. So we got that. Now, he was telling me that Orange Cheeto, that thinks the Revolutionary War had airports, said something that was racist again. So what did he say this time that was racist that we need to comment on?
Apparently he was attacking Democratic congresswomen who are all minorities. And I'm not entirely sure of how this started. I believe that they had, criticized certain things that are going on in the country. So he said, why don't they go back and help fix the totally broken and crime-infested places from which they came? Then come back and show us how it's done. These places need your help badly. You can't leave fast enough. I'm sure that Nancy Pelosi would be very happy to quickly work out these free travel arrangements.
So racist.
That was very racist. Okay, so just because they're a minority, that by default means that they came from another country? Who says that they came from another country? Exactly. At all. And on top of it, these are congresswomen on top of that. This is the most disrespectful and racist president I've ever actually seen. Like, ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he don't hide it no more, but those Republicans and those black sellouts who are Republicans, they sit silently while he just beats the racist that he is. That's why I can't.
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, they just sit back and just let him do what he wants, and nobody calls him out. They don't say anything or do anything. It's like, by this point, I feel like, put politics aside, whether it's Republican or Democrat, wrong is wrong, and this is just wrong. You think if Obama said that about 4 white congresswomen, that he would have gotten away with that?
Immediately. They want him impeached immediately.
Thank you.
It's like, really? And I'm gonna say this on there one more time. If you're silent and you're white, you're complicit.
Yep. I agree 100%.
If you're white and silent, you're complicit. The same energy y'all have about blacks kneeling for the flag, that's the energy about when some racists come out of one of your people's mouths. When a black man gets shot or killed by the cops, has same energy y'all do about calling out the Betsy Ross flag Nikes being racist. But see, y'all don't want to have energy for that, because y'all cool with that. Y'all cool with the status quo. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. Forget that. Dudes are racist. And anybody who say he's not a racist, you're one too. You're a racist, or you're okay with a racist doing racist things, which makes you one by proxy.
Yep. And he still denies that he's racist. He'll still say all these things and still turn around and say he's not a racist.
Just like, anybody say I'm not cheating them anytime, but you're cheating.
Yep.
It's like, if you say it too many times, that means you're it.
Exactly. It's like calling a spade a spade. It's like, if it walks like a duck, talks like a duck, it's a duck. It's like, I don't care what anybody says. Trump is racist. Period.
And I gotta say this too. White people cannot talk about racism, okay? And what I mean by that is, you can't tell a black person was racist or was not racist. Because y'all not good at racism. If y'all was good at race, we wouldn't have been slaves. Okay? If y'all good at race, there wouldn't be systemic oppression still on this country today. So, I'm going to be said as a white people cannot tell a black person about race. Can't do it. Because you don't know. Until you walk in these shoes, you can't speak on it. But I love when I see whites on social media trying to tell blacks about racism. racism really is.
Right, like it's not racist or it's not racism. Da da da. How are you going to sit here and say it's not racist? And that's the thing is like, how can people defend this man and say, oh well, he's not racist?
Because they feel the same exact. He's right about one thing. They do agree with him.
Yeah, that's something that he had said too. Well, he's not racist because a lot of people agree with him. It's like, yeah, the
racists agree with you, yes. And the
yes,
ones
they're
who
going to cheer him on.
agree with you, yes. So no,
that's exactly what they're thinking for blacks and browns to go back to where they came from. So, in essence, if somebody's telling me to go back from where I originally came from, they're telling me to go back to Bronx, New York, because that's where I originally came from. I've never stepped foot in Africa, nor Africa.
Exactly. So it took me to go back to the DR, so pretty much. But yeah, you know, like I said again, if you're silent, you're complicit. You're down with the Baduzzi. You think like he thinks, and that tells me all I need to know about you. Because the MAGA hats are the new Klan robes, and if you believe in MAGA, you know what time of day it is. And I know what MAGA really means in code: Make America White Again. That's all it means.
Exactly.
That's all it means. That's all the code of it means. And when I see these clowns, out blacks wearing those hats, you're clowning yourself. You're embarrassing yourself and your race when you wear those hats, you idiot black people. But, you know, that's no story for another day. But, folks, that is Bad Takes. Hope you enjoyed the segment. Check us out at bossmanshow.com.
For all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our Teen Driver Safety Program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
All right, folks, back in the building. Time for the Boss Report. Jay, got a lot of stories this week that's crazy. Are you ready to have your mind blown by the foolishness of our Boss Report people?
I stay ready.
No doubt. She stays ready, folks. So, folks, you've been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. Jay, back at it again. But with men doing stuff. You hear me? We got a Texas man arrested for jumping over the counter at Burger King to try to bend the chick over and get him some at Burger King. He said, I want a real Whopper. Your backside.
I don't know why these men still are not getting it by this point. This is not the way to talk to women. This is not the way to appropriately get some. You can't jump over a counter at Burger King or any fast food place and start trying to do things to the cashier and then expect her to like it.
Exactly. Said, quote, I want a real Whopper. Really? That backside. What kind of take is that?
A bad one.
Very bad. Like, he said he's been, quote, ironing her for 20 days. Really, my man? 20 days?
Oh, gosh.
You've been, quote, eyeing her for 20 days. And that's how you wanted to make your presence felt, huh? Jump over the counter and trying to pull her pants down and go for it, huh?
Yeah, and he thought it was actually going to work. He really thought that this was a good idea.
Jesus. Help us all. Help us all, Father. Help us all. We got this one. Got him! R. Kelly be held without bail. And the judge said he's, quote, an extreme danger to the community and minor girls.
I do actually have to agree with that. I feel like R. Kelly has went under the radar for so many years, despite the fact of all the complaints that have been going about him for decades, and his time is finally up. So now he's facing federal charges, and it's a good chance that he is not going to be out of prison for a while if he's convicted.
Hell, he might not get out until he dies.
That part.
He'll get out in a casket. That's what he'll get out. Well, in a casket. Where they put the on, whatever. But yeah, he's finished. R. Kelly is done, as we know him. We got this one. Meet Chance the Snapper, the alligator who evaded authorities and craftily claimed his territory in the streets of Chicago. How did that gator get up to Chicago?
Yeah, how did a gator get to Chicago? And Chicago is such a big city. It kind of looks similar to like New York City and those other big areas. Why would a gator just be like philandering around Chicago, the streets of Chicago? Just like what, looking for his next meal?
That threw me. A gator in Chicago. Wow.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Yeah, and this story is, I don't know why it was reported to me, but it was. Serious work. Kylie Jenner has reportedly been trying for a second baby with Travis Scott. Why is that even a story? Who cares? And what does, quote, trying mean? Why is it even a story? What does it mean by, quote, trying?
Like maybe she was like trying to like figure out her fertility or her ovulation cycle to make sure that he gets it just right so that they can conceive. But just like you said, I don't know why that's a story or why anybody would care. It's like, okay, she wants another baby, okay, and so do millions of other women out there.
So who leaked that story to the media? Like, who leaked that story? That's my thing. Like,
somebody who thinks that the Jenners and the Kardashians are really that important to everybody's daily lives.
Exactly. This story, very bad. Absolutely outrageous. New York officer in Eric Garner, chokehold death, won't face federal charges in the DOJ on the racist Donald Trump, would not prosecute that officer.
I've noticed that a lot of these officers lately are not getting prosecuted for these types of what I call crimes, and it's ridiculous. The officers put this man in a chokehold. The man clearly said he can't breathe, and he died. In my eyes, they're murderers, and yet, I don't know. It's like the law acts like they can't touch them. I think it's ridiculous.
And I remember those classic last words, I can't breathe. He said 11 times. He can't breathe.
Literally.
He was telling you, choking him down. He said he couldn't breathe. Over a single, really?
Yeah, over a Lucy. They had every opportunity where they could have just cuffed him or just given him a citation or whatever. It didn't even have to escalate that far to begin with.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. And we got this Watch that. Watch that. Watch that. Diddy announced a decision to bring back the cardio clocking, cheesecake walking, classic music competition show, Making the Band. Please.
Oh, wow. I haven't heard that in years.
Making the Band should not come back. Wasn't that Dancy Kane and Day 26, really? That's a band? That's something you want to
and they were like all one-hit wonders. It's like the bands were like maybe hot for a little bit and then nobody heard from them. Yeah, a second.
Like, you want to go down that route, Diddy?
We have enough singing competition shows out there. We have The Four, we have America's Got Talent, we have The Voice, and then also there's this new show for songwriters called Songland. So I don't think that we need a whole bunch of singing competition shows.
And then we got all these, they're trying to reboot The Real World again and Road Rules. Why are we bringing all these old shows back from the 90s? Wow.
Yeah, that part I don't get, why they would reboot Real World. Or, what's it called? Roadrunner? What is it?
Road Rules. When they was in that RV for like all them weeks together. On that RV.
Yeah, that one.
Doing their missions and stuff. Why?
Yeah, just come up with like new reality shows. They don't have to like reboot the old ones for what?
So that's just part of it, Making the Band. That was MTV's heyday back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, come on, dude, really? No.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, sellouts. Whoopi Goldberg calls out cowardly colored black Republicans for not clapping back at Trump's racism.
I agree, Whoopi. Yes. Because they are sellouts. They are Uncle Tom. And regardless of political party, wrong is wrong. And they shouldn't even want all this racism to be affecting their own people. I mean, come on. I have to agree with her 100% on that. They need to be clapping back and say something.
I agree totally. They need to step up and get their foot out their ass and be a man. Be a man. We got this. So sad. Mom dies in the Dominican Republic after getting cheap cosmetic surgery against families' wishes to get her a bigger behind. Jesus Christ.
Women need to leave their butts alone. If they want a procedure, do not go overseas to do it. Either do it here or just leave it alone to begin with. There's squats that they can do. Like, somebody can actually increase and firm their butt size by simply doing squats, and those are for free. Why have something injected in your butt? I mean, I feel bad for her. I mean, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, but women need to stop doing that.
I know a chick who goes to the Super 8 by the Atlanta airport and gets an injection in her butt out of a purity gallon thing. Like, what are you doing?
What? First of all, the red flag number one was that the procedure is being done at a Super 8 motel. That already said it right there.
Of course. Amen.
I don't think they injected or prescribed to me from a Super 8 motel, a Motel 6, or any of that stuff. That doesn't jive well with me.
I agree. I agree totally. Yeah, it's pretty bad there. It's pretty bad. We got this airplane cleaning employee allegedly swiped Tony Braxton's engagement ring from Birdman and other expensive ass jewelry totaling $2.5 million.
How did that worker get a hold of that jewelry in the first place?
That's a good question. I have no clue about that.
These airlines need to check their workers because, there's no reason for that person to have that much access to somebody's jewelry in the first place. And on top of that, me personally, I would not be traveling with that much jewelry, and I'm sure not going to trust somebody else with them. I would leave them at home.
I agree. I totally agree with that statement. And here we go. Got one more story for this segment. Purdue Princess Miley Cyrus says marriage to Liam Hemsworth is confusing because, quote, she's sexually attracted to women.
Oh, I'm not that surprised. I had a feeling that she was bi a long time ago.
So why'd you get married?
I don't know. She probably did that as a PR stunt or something, or maybe to try to prove something to herself, to maybe confirm that she's straight. And then then after that, she realized that even being married, that no, she's still attracted to women.
I don't know how the husband feels.
That's a good question, because it's kind of a 50-50. Some guys are completely opposed to it, but other guys, they're actually all for it. If their wife says that, oh yeah, they're attracted to women, they're thinking, oh, well, why should we get a divorce? Bring them on board.
Yeah, it could be a toss-up there. But here's a man out there, so you don't want this Johnson. You rather have tongue than a Johnson. It'll throw me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. But
yep,
if we can work out some arrangement with your tongue friend, maybe we can make some shake. Maybe. So, folks, that's the Boss Report. Check us out at BossmanShow.com. I'm on Boss Report. Check out any old one you missed at the website. This is very nice. Set up very well. BossmanShow.com.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. Only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.
All right, folks, back on the Boss Man Show. Time for the Boss Report. Jay, I tell you what, these stories of disappointment on the Boss Report, they make my mind spin with the takes I hear, the takes we get, and these men trying to steal them some good.
Me too.
Goodness gracious. Well, folks, been waiting on it. It's time for it. It's here. It's the Boss Report. Alright, the first story is disappointing. North Carolina man arrested after wagging his Johnson at a female pitcher at the Wendy's drive, try to get with her.
These men once again. You men out there need to stop this. Wagging your whatever around or jumping over counters, swiping frozen pizza boxes, at a woman's rear end. None of these tactics are going to work in your favor.
Exactly. And why you have to drop through window wagging your Johnson at a patron? Like, first of all, how you know how she looked before she got there? How'd you know?
Yeah.
Now, there's some cameras we don't know about at the drive-through machine where you place your order. Is that something we know about? You can see how we look before we get there?
I think that he was just doing it randomly to see who was going to respond, to see if he would actually get lucky. I'm not sure if he had a particular person in mind. I think he wanted to see if he would actually get lucky.
Gotcha. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, just go with that take. I mean, let me pull out my monster and show the person. What if it was a man that pulled up? How do you justify that?
Like, oh, I thought you were somebody else.
You might get punched by me immediately.
Serves him right.
Oh, my goodness. We got this so unimpressed. Jermaine Dupri thinks y'all's favorite female rappers are all rubber stamp strippers with studio access.
Here's the thing. Like, for instance, like Cardi B has admitted that, yes, she does use her body, in a sexually explicit way to her fans. But at the same time, Cardi B is still talented. So that's not taking away from their talent. So I can't sit here and say that, the female rappers are only sex objects. Cardi B's talented. Nicki Minaj as well. She's talented as well. And sometimes she, uses her sexuality to, get some excitement going.
I hear that. I ain't no problem with it. Now, I'm not a Cardi B fan, but I like Megan Thee Stallion, though. I like her. And Light Skin Keisha. I like them for sure. But Cardi B, I don't know what some of I don't like about it. I don't know what it is. But I like Offset and the Migos. I just don't. Something about her, I don't know about Cardi B. Somebody I just don't like. I can't quite pinpoint it, but something about it don't sit well with me. I don't know what it is yet. I can't figure it out. I will one of these days. But this story is sad. Murder was the case. Why M.W. Millie, who made a song called Murder on My Mind, telling him about a murder he committed, smiles during trial hearing for which he could face the death penalty for the murder he rapped about in his song, Murder on My Mind.
Okay, two things. Who smiles during a murder trial?
A sick
That's
man.
number one. Who does that? Like, this is not a smiling or happy moment. Like, that's serious, and they're talking about the death penalty. Two, why would somebody actually rap in a song about a murder that they committed?
Jay, that song is very sickening. I listened to the song today. He talks about how the guy said, I don't want to die, but you're going to die today. Something like that. He had to do that in his arms. He said he didn't want to die, but you're going to die today. Like,
wow.
It's called, check the song out, it's sick. It's why M.W. Millie, Murder on My Mind. He described the murder. When he put him in the trunk, it's just... Talk about telling on yourself.
I know, right? Like, he, literally had a rap song confession.
Yes. It's called Murder on My Mind. Why M.W. Millie. I did this song that made me cringe. This guy was that sick. He's just terrible. We got What That Mouth Tastes Like. Tiffany Haddish puts a little swirly sugar on Meghan Trainor's brother on Martha and Snoop's potluck party challenge.
So what did she do?
She put some sugar on Meghan Trainor's brother's chest and licked it off of his chest.
I mean, I don't see the big deal in it. I personally wouldn't do something like that, but hey, maybe she was attracted to him, and that's what she wanted to do. I don't see the big deal about it, but different strokes for different folks. It wouldn't be me.
Made news for some reason. I don't know why. And we got this. Hi, haters. American Airlines apologizes after rocking black doctor is racially profiled and forced to cover up on flight.
A doctor was forced to cover up on the flight.
Yeah, because she had on a romper, and it was kind of snug, and quote, it offended patrons. Really?
Oh, please. We're so tired of these racially motivated rules.
So, because the woman was very well put together and it fitted tight, it quote offended patrons. Really?
I don't think the patrons really cared that much.
Exactly.
And even so, you're on a flight for a few hours.
Get over it.
Yeah, grow up.
Oh, God. People on my nerves. Oh, goodness gracious. Here we go. This has been going on. I don't get this new phenomenon either. What the F is going on in the Walmarts, in our homes? That's what the story says. I don't know why it says that way, but it does. Another gross gremlin of a human being licks ice cream at Walmart and puts it back on the shelf.
That's disgusting. Very disgusting. I'm so glad that I do not go to Walmart like that. But that's really disgusting. Licking ice cream and then putting it back.
That's a terrible take on so many things.
Very terrible.
See, I don't buy ice cream no way. So unless it's at Baskin Robbins, I don't buy it anyway. So, yeah. That is messed up. Also, in some WTF news, Asian mother suing for fertility clinic after giving birth to twins belonging to two different families. The Asians pumped out two darkies, and the other family pumped out two Asians.
So the fertility clinic switched up the twins.
Yes.
And I would hope that there's a lawsuit filed against this fertility clinic. How do you mess up that bad?
That's bad.
That's really bad. This isn't even like... That's not even justifiable. Like, how do you mix that up?
Yeah, how was the embryos mixed? I don't know how that works, but I don't understand. How do you implant the wrong embryos?
I'd be pretty traumatized, like, if I all of a sudden just pushed out Asian babies, knowing that I'm black.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like, wait, those aren't mine?
Yeah, like, what? I'm not Asian.
Exactly.
She pushed out Nigerian babies. And she also claims that maybe that's why she was bigger than she should have been in her pregnancy. Now that take is pretty bad. I don't think that's a real take. I don't know how having Nigerian babies would make you be, quote, bigger during pregnancy. I don't quite get that take.
I don't think race has anything to do with why somebody would be bigger during pregnancy. I think that's just, dependent on the woman's body shape and how her body mechanisms work.
Yeah, maybe she's going for emotional distress. I don't know what she's doing with that take. But I get the other part, but that extra part about having Nigerian babies inside of me made me be bigger during pregnancy than I usually would be. Wait, ma'am, you're carrying twins, so you might be bigger anyway.
Exactly. Twins, you're going to be bigger. You're not going to be small with twins.
Oh, God. That's the part where she lost me. She lost me there.
Yeah, I was sympathetic with her until she said that. It's like, okay, now you're being extra, ma'am.
Yes. Here we go. Florida pain. This is weird. Doctors get epidural stuck in mother's back after she just gave birth. How does that work?
Wow.
If she just gave her, why are you going to epidural if she just gave birth to the dang baby? I thought that was maybe I'm missing the point.
Like...
Is that after before the pushing goes down? Not after it's been pushed out?
Yeah, nobody should be sticking a woman who just gave birth with an epidural. She should have got that like hours ago.
Oh, God. So I wasn't wrong.
Like, No, you weren't. Like, epidural's supposed to be before she even starts pushing, just like you said. And it's supposed to be done quite a bit before she starts pushing, because she has to get to a certain amount of centimeters dilated before she can start pushing. So the epidural's there to help out with the pain. What it does is that it paralyzes the woman from the waist down.
So why was that? I don't know what they were doing in Florida. I don't know what they're doing in Miami. Don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Last one we got. Pissy Mattress Palace Motel 6 apologizes for sharing guest data with ICE officers. Will now pay $10 million for their shady shenanigans to immigrants.
Yeah, that is shady, though. Like, why are they sharing their hotel guest information with ICE of all people?
Pathetic, man.
Like, seriously. Like, I thought hotel guest information was supposed to be confidential. But then again, what do you expect with Motel 6? I mean, hello. Motel 6?
Obviously not. That take is just more pathetic. So, Jay, what is your take on today's Boss Report? What sticks out to you?
Oh, yeah, today's Boss Report was crazy. Definitely the epidural after the woman gave birth stuck out to me. And also the man in the drive-thru that decided to, like, you know, wave around his thing at a random patron.
Yeah, what if it was a man, though? That's what if you did? I want to know if it was a man, what would happen?
That would have been funny.
Oh, my God, that's terrible. Do better draft work. Do better. But, folks, that is the Boss Report here on the Bossman Show. Check us out at bossmanshow.com.
And if you don't know, now you know.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consultant, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.